Hey Gemini, hey, how you feeling? How you doing? We are talking about your financial forecast for next month. So please keep in mind, Gemini, that this message is not for every Gemini placement. That's okay. Take it as it resonates. And if you like how I get down, you like my vibe, you're feeling it, please fulfill that YouTube ritual. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I post content specific to you. Also, if you would like Gemini a personal reading that is pre recorded, please see the YouTube link in the description box below. Copy and paste it, and it tells you exactly how to get one. All right, let's check the energy surrounding your financial forecast for next month. What is it? Energy surrounding Gemini's financial forecast for next month. Spirit. The energy surrounding Gemini's financial forecast for next month, please. All right. Ooh, we have sword. We have sword. Money conflicts, cutting corners, breakthrough. Spirit says to focus on cutting corners and a breakthrough. So some of y'all are going to have to, it's kind of straightforward, right? Cut corners and the breakthrough is going to come. And the breakthrough is going to be um, at the bottom of the deck, steady income, organizing, accomplishments. So the breakthrough is going to come, but the corners do have to be cut. Got to cut that fat. Yeah, let's see what the situation is surrounding cutting corners and the breakthrough. What's the situation surrounding cutting corners and the breakthrough for Gemini? Spirit, what is the situation surrounding cutting corners? Oh, there we go. Nine of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Four of Wands. Okay. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, the Empress. The Empress. So regardless of your biological sex, regardless of your gender, the Empress, we're talking about the energy of the Empress here. And the energy of the Empress is surrounding you and this this spread right here. However, so abundance is yours. Yeah. And that is the goal. However, what I'm being shown here is that although there are there the money is there, it doesn't need to be used in the way that it's being used. Does that make sense? It probably doesn't. About as clear as mud, as we say down here. Yeah, so basically you've done um what you need to do, right? So to get to where you are. Some of you have done very well for yourself, but some of y'all are just presenting like you're doing well. And maybe be doing well is subjective. So let's say it like this. Some of y'all are trying your best to look a certain way, but you can't really afford it. There's some illusions going on here. There's some, you're like, look, I'm driving this Beamer, but the it's running on fumes. You know what I mean? Like I can't afford a gas. It needs a new catalytic converter and I can't pay for that shit. That's what I'm talking about. You've done well, but there's an illusion of that you're doing a lot better than you're actually doing. Yeah. So I mean, abundance is available to you, but it requires, yeah, cutting corners. Let's 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 clarify this some more, y'all. Let's get into it. You know, because this is your highest good tarot. And sometimes, we cousins. I'm your auntie. I'm going to talk to you like that. You know, that's the only way I can give it. I have to tell the truth. I wish it was all butterflies and shit and rainbows, but tis not life. And ask me how I know that. Auntie has been through some shit. But what came out here is that's another YouTube for another day, y'all. What came out here is the Queen of Swords. I guess that's that breakthrough. Clarify the Seven of Cups, please. King of Cups, yeah. Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles. I, I need to show you these cards. They're too pretty not to show. There's the King of Cups. I can't remember if I showed you that one. Yeah. It's burdensome at the bottom of the deck. It's burdensome. The the mindset that you currently have about like showing off, not just showing off, but because that's one thing. It's like doing the damn most, doing the most, and I feel like it is something that you're trying to show, um like you made it, but have you? I mean, because it there's always another it to get to. you know there's not just one it. But that's how this is emotionally attached to it. There's some kind of emotional attachment to where you why you're doing this. But with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords here, excuse me, um this is saying that, let me show you, because she's looking at the King of Cups. The King of Cups is somebody who is, you know, emotionally stable, and somebody who is emotionally regulated. Heart is open. Sometimes his heart is on his sleeve. And remember, we're talking about you are outside of your. This is outside of gender, outside of biological sex. We're talking about the energy here. Queen of Swords is somebody who is very intelligent, very perceptive, very honest, and upfront and forward. And she's looking directly at him, like, be honest, be honest. Like you are, it's like the combination of them is working in a way where you are more in your feelings and ego about things than living in the truth, having that breakthrough, because she brings in breakthroughs. Like you want people to look at you a certain way when your coin isn't as big as what you portray. Like this is not the King of Pentacles. This is the Page of Pentacles. and you want people to think and feel like you want some King of Pentacles shit, but it's starting to get hard because there are some things catching up. Like there's things catching up. Bills. Some of you may be considering bankruptcy, but you ain't gonna let nobody know that though. But you have to do what you have to do, right? I mean, let's be honest here. You have to do what you have to do. Yeah, it's more so about um I'm getting, and what I'm hearing is making people feel small. Like you want certain people to see that you are living this way because they made you feel small, like growing up, or they made you feel a certain way, and it's like, I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them. But in the meantime, this is to your detriment. This is to your detriment because you worried about the wrong thing. What's the outcome here of cutting corners, Spirit? Cutting corners and the breakthrough for Gemini. What's the outcome? Y'all, I mean, y'all may not like me for this reading. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Doing what I'm supposed to do. What is the outcome? But my hope is, it's like, I'm not here to be liked, but I hope that you catch this lesson, for your highest good, because I want you to do well for real, and be well and be abundant and have all the things that wealth brings. And I'm talking about wealth as in finances, wealth as in health, wealth as in love, love for self, love from others, that they are pouring into you as much as you pour into them, Gemini. I want that for you. Yes. What is the outcome here for cutting corners and the breakthrough for Gemini's financial forecast? Now, what is the outcome, please? Okay. Magician. Eight of Swords. The Hierophant. First of all, let's talk about the fact that there are not one, not two, but three majors in this outcome spread. This, should you start to cut the corners, cut the fat, that breakthrough is going to come. And this is beyond, this is joy, this is peace, this is contentment, this is all those things beyond that which is fleeting. We call it the happiest card in the deck, but the sun is more than happy. you know this is those things that don't go away. Yeah, you may be sad, but can still have peace and joy on the inside. You understand? Happiness isn't there if sadness is present. So, should you decide to walk this path on this financial forecast, because you have all the things you need, but you have to get out your way. You got to get out your way. This is you in your way. This is a self imposed prison that you have placed yourself in. Yep. Following those things that maybe you were told that you weren't supposed to have, like we said, you're never going to get, you know and it's like I'm a show them type thing, um, or following those traditional paths or conventional norms, and that's not really what you want to do. It keeps you locked in here, but you have everything you need already. You don't have to look outside yourself. You don't have to do the most. The people, Gemini, will see you when you have that peace and that joy, because that's really what people want. That's what they want. And you don't have to be a poser when you already have it. Yeah. What's the one card advice? One card advice here for Gemini regarding their financial forecast. One card advice for Gemini regarding their financial forecast. Justice. That is number 4. The fourth major here. Number 4. Yeah. Balance, equity, that breakthrough. That's what's coming through. And in order for that to happen at the bottom of the deck here, you got to chill. You got to cut the corners. You got to cut the fat. You got to chill with that mindset, because if you don't, balance is coming. It is. It is. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. The sword of truth has come through more than once here with the Queen of Swords. She has the sword of truth, and now Justice has it too. I know everybody doesn't have to know your business. That's not what we're saying, but you have to be honest with yourself. I mean, this is swords everywhere. Remember? Swords everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. Swords everywhere. And don't get it twisted. Although she is honest, she keeps her hand open to the divine in order to receive the abundance that is for her. Because although there are things that we want, Gemini, there are things that we feel we should have, and we have plans to get those things, as you have done. But think about how small those plans are, how cute your plans are compared to what the divine has for you already. But there has to be a course correction to get there. Now the fox is here because the fox is known to be cunning and strategic, and that is her. The owl is here because the owl is known to be wise. Wise wisdom is knowledge in action. And to course correct, it requires strategy and wisdom, and to listen, be in tune to the divine, whether that's the universe, God, your benevolent ancestors, whoever it is that you look to for guidance. Let's get your final message here. Final message for Gemini regarding their financial forecast. Final message for Gemini regarding their financial forecast, please. Pregnancy. Congratulations. For those who are expecting children, congratulations. But you have ideas. You have ideas, and it is in you to birth abundance. It is in you to birth, because we're not just talking about children. It is in you to birth wealth, love. This heart is here for a reason. This is love for yourself. This is love for, and grace for yourself. the way you will love your child, you need to love yourself the same way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when this breakthrough comes, you know, just just watch out. There are folks around you, Gemini, that don't want you to have, don't want you to do, but you already know that. You already know that, Gemini. I know. I know you know. I know you know. You seen them coming. But this is just confirmation. I hope this helps, Gemini. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know, good luck with everything. I love you. Everything I said is out of love. You know, you take care though. And I'll see you soon. Bye.